Tavares steps into the slot. Tavares shoots and scores! Holy mackerel!
He's one of the most electrifying players in the National Hockey League. Every team in the league needs a guy like John Tavares.
After hurry, tip scores! John Tavares, overtime winner!
2-on-1 with Tavares, across, Tavares scores!
His leadership has been spectacular for this hockey club.
Excited for this season, another chance to try to win the Stanley Cup. Just want to keep banging on that door until we knock it down.
Scores! Tipped in front, Tavares with the touch!
John Tavares, what a superstar he is.
Born leader, he is really the heartbeat of this team.
Our next guest joins the fray for the Rogers Moments NHL Face-Off contest. It is giving away a trip to any NHL home opener in Canada and free tickets to every Canadian home opener in the NHL. He also happens to be the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome back John Tavares to the show.
Thank you.
Johnny, thanks for doing this. Really appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for having me.
We're going to get to the contest and the expectations of the season and the rest of the whole grain goodness that is the start of the NHL season. But one of the things this Rogers contest wants to do is celebrate the return of the fans of the Sands, which makes sense. How nice was it, even in limited capacity, even in a preseason game, to have the fans back in the stands?
Yeah, it was phenomenal. You know, it just obviously shows the progress we're making in society and in our community, and hopefully things only continue to head in that direction, and you know, the building only gets fuller and fuller. It was just amazing to see all the blue and white, all the kids in the stands, just excited to watch us in person, and just to hear the Go Leafs go, and just have that buzz and the vibe in the building that we're so used to, and makes playing in Toronto really special.
Obviously, Saturday was the first preseason of the game. It was also the first game that you played since that terrible accident in round one. What was it like to have won the fans in the stands, but to step back on the ice and hear your name introduced as one of the starting players in that game?
Yeah, it was amazing. I've had some great moments since being here, especially from the fans when they've acknowledged certain times throughout my time here, and that was another one of those, that just to be back on the ice and to have them in the building, starting a new season, obviously coming off a significant injury, and just being able to bounce back and have the chance to play and compete again, just makes you appreciate the game that much more. You go through something like that, and also just your general health and your family, and just to get back to this point, a lot of people obviously helped me tremendously, the organization, the team as well. So really fortunate considering what I went through, to be where I am now, and just really excited to continue to push forward and get into this season, and for our team to hopefully get to where we want to get to.
Did it feel like a different preseason game?
Yeah, it did. I'd be lying if it didn't. You know, it was a long build-up, obviously, since the last time I played and the way that ended. So, but like I said, a lot of time to kind of digest, process, and kind of accept what happened and move on from it, and prepare for this year to have that opportunity. So for me, it was definitely a little bit of anxiousness, you know, nerves and whatnot. Both just, you know, playing your first game of the year again, but also going through that. So just tried to channel that into some excitement. Obviously having the fans back and a new season kind of gets you excited for all that as well. So yeah, a lot of emotions, and just like I said, just you always take a few moments just to really appreciate having this opportunity, playing the game that you love at the highest level, and going through something like that. Just all the people that mean so much to me, just knowing how important my health is. So yeah, it's just full circle that I'm here today, and all's good.
Awesome. The one last question I have about it is, like, Sheldon Keefe puts you in the starting lineup. Mm-hmm. Did you talk about it before? Was there an announcement? Did the boys kind of get riled up when someone was reading off who was going to say, that doesn't happen during a preseason game normally, but did it happen this way around?
No, it was pretty standard practice, just when he announced it in the locker room, and I was really excited just to kind of get out there and start it off and get it going. Obviously, it was, like I said, a long build-up all summer. Things have gone extremely well with my recovery and preparing for the season. And even just the first couple of days of camp, and obviously the build-up of the day. So it was good to just kind of get the game rolling and get out there and get playing, and obviously got a tremendous reception from the crowd. So
and get a goal.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Goal.
Yeah, it's always nice. So yeah, nice to help out and contribute. It was a good win and a good start to the year in training camp and getting the ball rolling.
Awesome. I mentioned the Rogers contest, and someone is going to win a trip to an NHL home opener in the NHL. If I had told the kid in Oakville growing up, like the grade 9 at St. Thomas Aquinas, that he could win a trip to a home opener to watch the NHL, how would you have reacted to it?
Yeah, going to any game would have been remarkable, but certainly to start a season and just to take in what opening night's all about and the excitement that's around that. So I would have been pretty pumped. So it'd be pretty special for whoever that's going to be.
A lot of fans logging on to RogersFanZone.com, and a lot of those fans have high expectations of this team. And they hit this team, to be honest, pretty hard in the offseason. One of the things that I kept saying was how different things could have been if you were in the lineup. Did you ever allow yourself to think about how the season could have ended differently if you were still in the lineup against the Habs, or do you flush that and move right on?
Not too much. Obviously, I obviously believe in myself and my ability and what I can do to help contribute to the team, and obviously want to be a big part of our success. Hypotheticals or speculating is obviously we can debate that all we want, but in reality, we'll just never know. Obviously, I'd like to think I could have went out there and made a big difference, but we put ourselves in a great position, being up 3-1, and unfortunately not being able to finish them off and move on to the second round. Obviously, and no matter how that we got to that point was going to be disappointing when we look back on it. So it's an opportunity we really have to learn from. Or an experience we have to learn from, and we've been through a lot of disappointments, more than we would have liked to, but this is just part of our journey, and we have to continue to take this face on and accept where we're at, and continuing doing everything we can to get better and find our way through it. And I've said it a lot in the last few weeks, is keep banging on the door till we knock it down. So just can't stop trying, can't stop believing, and we got a great group and an organization that's fully behind us, and we're excited about what's ahead.
I'm sure you're tired of it, but I also know that being a pro comes with its own pressure, and what you expect of yourself comes with its own pressure. Does it feel different, though, given how many times you've been knocking at that door? Does the pressure feel different this time around?
To me personally, not necessarily.
You're allowed to say that.
Yeah, not necessarily.
Yeah.
I knew coming here the expectations and had a sense of what that was going to be about, and the type of team that we have, and year in and year out. I think what everyone's expecting of us, but I think mostly we just try to focus on what's important in our locker room, and we really just believe in each other. We love the core group that we have, and the pieces that we keep adding, and the depth in the organization, and just really believe every year we want to have that opportunity to go out there and try to win the Stanley Cup. So like I said, it's been disappointing, the finishes that we've had. We've put ourselves in really good spots and really good opportunities, and we just have to find a way to finish those off. And it's something that's much easier said than done. And it seems to be our journey, our learning curve here is taking a little longer than whether it's other teams, other players, different sports. We're in our own unique path, but everyone seems to face adversity in their own way at different times in their career to getting to the ultimate prize. And I really believe, we're facing that now, and we have to continue.
Do you feel close?
I do. I do feel close. I think.
And I'm not talking about winning one round, right?
Yeah, I think just look how close the league is. I mean, we had an expansion team go to the finals a few years ago. It's just, it's such a fine line, winning and losing, and the amount that goes into it. The commitment, the work ethic, the emotions you put into every day, and how hard you work for this. For me, I believe this is my 13th year. I've been past the first round once, and I know just the commitment I try to put in every single day, and just how difficult it is to get there. So you just don't take any opportunity for granted, and the goal is always to win the Stanley Cup, and certainly with the type of group and the talent that we have. And I think everything that's put behind the group, from the organization, the resources we have, and the way we go about our business, we know we're all in to figure it out and get to where we want to get to and get it done.
I know a lot of folks now know the famous picture of you in the Maple Leaf bedding. I wonder if there were other sheets or maybe a pillow that was Toronto Blue Jays. Did you grow up a Jays fan? Will you be catching the Jays and Yankees at any time over this week?
I did grow up a Jays fan. Went to many games as a kid and growing up. Took my oldest son to his first game a couple weeks ago against Minnesota, which was a blast. It was a beautiful day, and just to be in that environment again before my first game at Scotiabank Arena, just to see the buzz around town, and when the Jays are playing well, and obviously with the type of team that they have, you can make a lot of parallels with just the youth and the young core that they have building and the way they're challenging. It's a lot of fun to be throwing them on TV every night, or get to go to a game and see them challenging, and hopefully we get to see them in the postseason. Those games are always a blast to watch, and playoff baseball is pretty incredible.
Yeah, it feels like a different game. All right, Leafs home opener, October 13th, of course, against the Habs. I was trying to figure this out, and I came up with it'll be the first regular season game with fans in Scotiabank Arena in 582 days.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah.
It feels like yesterday in some ways when the pandemic hit and the shutdown started with the season, and then other ways, it's amazing what's transpired and happened between that time. So whether that's at least for me in my personal life, I think in society, and then in what I do every day in playing the game of hockey. So incredible kind of where things have gone, but hopefully things will only continue to get better from here.
Feels like it could be special. Thank you so much for doing this. Really appreciate you dropping by. Doors always open. We always need a Portuguese guy in the studio every once in a while.
Thank you.